We've also got a couple loose games behind the
Yes.
back and one that will blow your mind, I promise you. Oh, this is cool. Wow.
We are here to share with you our GameCube collection today. We have shared our massive 3DS collection, our huge DS collection. Now we got the GameCube.
The GameCube's so interesting to me because by all accounts, it was not commercially popular for Nintendo, but has become the most beloved system for so many people.
It's true. It's one of those things where at the time there was a lot of criticism about the GameCube, but now that we're looking back with our rose-colored nostalgia glasses, myself included, and we do have a pretty sizable collection of games and systems and controllers and all sorts of other accessories as well.
Yeah, I counted them up. We
Yeah.
have 35 games that we're going to take you through. A little bit smaller, but again, this is a system that we were not working at Nintendo.
No.
We were just people, like honestly kids. So this is the stuff that we have held on to. And we'll even go through some of the stuff that we got rid of because some of it is notable. But we have, let's go start with our first stack here, which is first party games.
Right.
We've got to start with an all-time classic.
Oh my gosh.
Metroid Prime, the original.
Yeah.
So ahead of its time.
Ah, what an
even
amazing
now.
game.
My goodness.
Yeah.
This is where it all started. Notably, I don't have Metroid Prime 2. For whatever reason, I never owned that.
Oh, that's so interesting.
I have it now on Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Wii. I do have that.
Of course, yes.
But Prime 2, I don't have it.
Yeah, I definitely restarted my love affair with Metroid with the GameCube game. So
Next, another all-time classic.
you're just hurting me.
Zelda Wind Waker. Why?
I'm just remembering now, like
This game's incredible.
the
What do you
glory
mean?
days. I mean, yeah, this game is incredible. We got the Wii U version of it, which was very beautiful. We're still waiting so desperately for the Switch version.
This before Breath of the Wild came out. This was my favorite Zelda game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing right on the back, Game Boy Advance compatible. So
That's
there was.
right.
We'll include a little clip of that. I do have that cable as well that you can just connect a GBA and another player can do some stuff on that.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, this is
Masterfully
absolute
done.
classic.
We need that game to come back for sure. This is really interesting. We were both just looking at this.
If you were getting Wind Waker, hopefully you were lucky enough to take advantage of the promotional disc.
Yes.
Which they were giving out. I think this was like a gift with purchase for Wind Waker.
They went hard on this gift with purchase.
So yeah, this is a single GameCube disc. Remember the tiny, cute little discs.
So teensy.
And on it, they had the original Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
That is so many games that they just gave to you. Really need to sell this thing.
This was before the Virtual Console, before this whole push to re-release games.
Yeah.
So this was really amazing and like over-the-top value.
I think so.
Like I was already gonna get this Wind Waker game, but yeah, I'll take this.
Can you imagine if they did this nowadays? They would never do this for free like
and now
that.
this has become this huge collector's item, this one.
Yeah,
Obviously this is not sealed. I checked this out, but I consider myself lucky to have this.
I know, yeah.
This is
pretty
very cool.
awesome. Oh!
Next, the original Animal Crossing. This is where it started in the United States.
Yes.
So this one was notable because it came with the memory card for
yes.
Animal Crossing on it. And you can see it's got like an Animal Crossing little sticker
right
there on it.
Oh my god, that's so
but
cute.
This was, I think this was, maybe Nintendo was like, well, I don't know if this is going to be big or not, but let's put it out there and find out. And I know so many people who were just so addicted to the original. I think this one still holds up from what I've seen of it and what I remember of it.
That's where we got all the really great heartfelt stories too about the different ways people were playing this game. Like somebody had letters from a parent that was on their Animal Crossing game, and that was where we first realized that this is so much more than just a video game. And so much more about like connecting with your friends, and I don't know. There's something very special about the first Animal Crossing game.
And this one also used the GBA connection, also used the e-reader.
Oh
I got one of those too. Let's throw that in this video. So much stuff.
So many accessories that came with the GameCube. So interesting.
Maybe there are mixed opinions out there. Oh my gosh. The game wants to get away. It's like, no!
No, just kidding.
We're not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
We're not doing that.
No, this is not warrant of the throwing away.
Mario Sunshine. Probably near the bottom of my personal rankings of 3D Marios.
I've tried so many times to get on board with this game.
I'm glad I have it in my collection.
Yeah. I'm glad you have it too.
I would never think of getting rid of it, but maybe not the first game I would go to
I know.
to play.
I've tried so many times. Vibes were on point. Gameplay a little shaky.
Now, maybe I feel differently about Mario Kart Double Dash.
Oh, I love this.
Is this your favorite Mario Kart?
Well, I need to go back and play it again. I haven't played it in a while, but I remember this being my favorite Mario Kart in a really, really long time. Hard to top Mario 8 now, but this was such a cool idea of having the switching of the different characters, and I absolutely love this.
And this one, I remember. Oh no!
What happened to your second disc?
Oh, okay, so the first disc is in. I think it's in this GameCube. Let's make sure here.
Wait, let's show it to people. If you're gonna do it. Okay, open it up. Let's see.
Let's see.
It's in here?
It better be. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
No! It's not. Oh, it's in my Wii because I was playing it on the Wii recently. That's where it is. But anyway.
What?
Anyway, it did come with this bonus disc, which had some other stuff on it that I think was not all necessarily related to Mario Kart. Remember, they got the RP through the T. So it was like, let's get you up to speed on all the other games that we have coming out. So
interesting that they used to just put that on a disc.
Right, and then very, very big. Includes bonus disc with playable content. Wow.
Right. Oh my gosh, how interesting.
Again, you could kind of feel a bit of the desperation.
Yeah.
Like, this wouldn't be happening on the Switch.
Oh, Kirby's Air Ride.
Major cult classic, Kirby's Air Ride. So I actually got this. Game. I got this game maybe 10-ish years ago, so well past the GameCube life cycle. And this game just started to get this notoriety of like, hey, this is actually one of those great GameCube games
that you shouldn't miss.
That you should not miss.
Right.
Uses the broadband connector. Wow, I don't have that. Not many games use that. There wasn't much of a reason to have that.
Yeah.
But this is one of those Sakurai games. Anytime there's a Sakurai game, you got to get it.
Yes.
So Kirby on the GameCube.
There you go.
There we go. Next up, we have launch game.
Oh yeah.
Luigi's Mansion, the first one.
That's right.
I like this game a lot.
I like this game a lot. I wouldn't say it holds up super well nowadays, though.
I mean, after Luigi's Mansion 3, that kind of set a new bar.
Exactly.
But at the time, this was really fun. It was not the big Mario game that people maybe wanted day one on the GameCube, but it was still very unique, very fun, a lot of personality.
Luigi.
Right.
You gotta love him, so. Oh.
Next,
we
have Chibi Robo.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we got a proper Chibi Robo game. There was the one on the 3DS that was not really
Ziplash.
That's not really a proper Chibi Robo game where you're running around as a little robot guy in this environment doing chores, doing stuff. This game is pretty quirky. I wouldn't say that it's for everybody, but like Luigi's Mansion, got a ton of personality. Chibi Robo is very cute.
So cute. I really like this game.
It's worth checking out for sure.
I like Chibi Robo better than Pikmin, if I could say so out loud. It has kind of similar trappings, but I like that game
all right.
more. Of course. We've had this around all week.
Yes, Thousand Year Door coming out soon on the Switch. Yay. But the original is a bona fide classic.
Yes.
So many people love this game. I've seen some lists that put this as like the number one GameCube game. What are you going to do to that?
Instead of throwing it away, we're just going to gently hug and caress this game because it's our favorite Paper Mario game of all time.
Oh.
Nice little Paper Mario love there.
All right. And then our last first-party game. So nice you bought it twice.
Buy it twice.
Smash Melee.
When it's a Sakurai game, you buy it multiple times.
Exactly. Not much more to say about this. So many people think this is the pinnacle of Smash Brothers and just beloved among competitive players. I don't know what else there is to say, but we have it twice. There it is.
There it is.
Stash it away.
All right.
So
third-party stuff.
The third-party stack is like almost twice as big as the first-party stack. We've also got a couple loose games behind the back and one that will blow your mind, I promise you. But let's start with this. So this is Soul Calibur 2, which, if you don't remember, Soul Calibur 2 had these guest characters.
Yeah, Link.
And you had to get the GameCube version because Link was a guest character. Again,
so crazy.
Feel the desperation.
I know. I was like, can you imagine nowadays they do anything like this? No.
PS2 version had Heihachi from Tekken,
yes.
Snooze. Xbox version had Spawn, what?
cares?
That was a bit of
Link, though.
a stretch.
Link, though.
But my version is signed. This is the one signed game that I have in my GameCube collection, signed by Hiroaki Yotoriyama, who was producer, director on a lot of GameCube games early on. I got to meet him when I was working at Namco and we were promoting Soul Calibur 3. I brought my copy of Soul Calibur 2 and said, if you please, sign it.
That's great.
And he was happy
Very
to.
gracious, huh?
So I hold this one very close. And Link is very fun to play in this game, I will
Link
say.
is very fun.
Super fun to play.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
So glad.
Maybe the best game, arguably the best game in this whole collection, Resident Evil 4.
I agree.
Wow, I don't know what to say. We played the re-release of this last year.
It was incredible.
Still
I was
holds up.
So happy to relive this experience. I miss this type of Resident Evil game where I'm not as terrified to play, and it's just amazing. I remember having just like a mind-blowing experience.
As the saying goes,
the GameCube.
On 2 discs. Too big.
It's good.
Single disc cannot contain Resident Evil 4.
This game
I thought I had parted ways with, but I'm glad I didn't. Beautiful Joe.
Yes.
This is a Kamiya game, and it's this interesting take on kind of like a 2D beat 'em up where you are controlling time to like amplify all of your attacks. It's got this very kind of off-the-wall sort of story and characters. I'll be honest, I don't count myself as a Beautiful Joe like devotee, but I'm glad I played it.
Yeah, we worked really closely with Mr. Kamiya when we launched The Wonderful 101 and some other games when we were at Nintendo, and this was, a lot of people brought their Beautiful Joe games for him to sign. This is actually a game that I missed. So I've been wanting to try it out again, like try it for the first time, so let's keep this here so I can try it.
And Capcom had this thing where they committed to bringing all of these games to the GameCube,
That's right.
and a couple of them didn't come out. But it did lead to some interesting stuff like Killer 7, which I don't have, PN03, which is bootylicious, and that's all there is to say about that. Anyway, let's move on to Super Monkey Ball. This was one of those, like, gotta have it early in the GameCube days games.
Party game.
Not always for the base game, for the mini games.
Oh, the mini game. The base game is not to be
Monkey
spoken
Target.
Of. The mini games.
Target.
There are so many family holidays where we spent playing this game.
Yeah.
All of us just going nuts on the mini games, losing our minds, maybe yelling at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it was incredible.
Actually, even
stuff.
on the back of the box, they emphasized the mini games more than the actual game.
Yeah.
Monkey billiards, monkey bowling, monkey golf, monkey fight, monkey race, and monkey target.
Monkey Target was so good.
Monkey Target is like god level.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm so glad. I think there's a new Monkey Ball game coming out.
They're still coming out, yes.
The I will be yours.
We have Tales of Symphonia, which this was, as far as like, breaking through commercially to a big audience, the Tales series, I think, greatest moment.
Yeah.
A lot of people picked up the series for the first time here. GameCube's got some really good RPGs, and I think a lot of people put this pretty high on the list. Tales series obviously still around.
I was gonna say there's many Tales games.
I think this is like the most iconic one to many people.
Did you work on this one?
No, this was a long time ago. Are you kidding me?
You were too young.
Not that old, Jason.
I don't know.
Next, another great RPG, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Crystal Chronicles. This is a good game.
So this was maybe unfairly maligned at times because you needed to have the Game Boy connection.
Right.
You needed a bunch of them if you're going to play multiplayer, and somebody had to hold the bucket.
Oh, the bucket.
Remember the bucket?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I never wanted to hold the bucket.
Holding the bucket's fine. This is, more of kind of a light action RPG, not the big epic Final Fantasy, but this game is really fun.
Right.
They unfortunately tried to re-release it a few years ago and it didn't go well. That version was not very good, but I have really, really fond memories of Crystal Chronicles.
Me too.
Next, we have another great Namco RPG, Baten Kaitos, which I think this also got recently re-released on the Switch. This is a Monolith Soft joint. Whoa. Before they started working on Xenoblade Chronicles. I haven't played through this game all the way, but it is very unique, and I remember this was prominently featured in the famous Nintendo press conference where Reggie made his debut.
Yes, that's the famous Reggie speech.
Exactly. This game was kind of in that opening video reel that they showed. We have
more Harvest Moon.
Maybe you've noticed that we like Harvest Moon.
I love Harvest Moon.
If you've been watching these videos.
Yes.
We've got Harvest Moon on pretty much everything.
We do. We truly do. We have Harvest Moon.
A Wonderful Life.
It is a wonderful life, truly.
It's wonderful. That's all there is to say.
This is like the original cozy game.
That's true.
You know what I mean? This is like, that's where it all started.
That is true. Very good. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this game is so good.
Ikaruga from Treasure. Gotta love the quote on the box. Our frothing demand for this game increases, says IGN.com.
Frothing demand.
The demand is frothing. It is that great. I'll be honest, this game kicks my butt. This game is super hard.
You can play this on Switch too.
This has been released on Switch.
Vertically.
But it's such a fun idea. Basically, you can change the color of your ship to absorb bullets.
That's right.
But the game just melts your brain by like,
You cannot blink for several minutes when you play this.
Right, so typically I don't really love these types of games, but this is so unique and so interesting, I had to get it.
Love this game.
Yeah. We have, oh my goodness.
Oh, what is this one?
This is one of my favorite games in my whole collection.
Oh.
Ultimate Muscle, Legends versus New Generation.
What does that say?
What?
Show them who their daddy be.
Show them who their daddy be.
Oh
yes.
boy.
So, Muscle are those little pink guys that you may have collected growing up. You had some?
I think I had some, yeah.
Right. And around this time, they were doing another push around this where there was like an animated TV show and some other merch, and they started making some games.
Coming back, yeah.
This is a wrestling game, but it's made by one of those wrestling developers that was making the more like legitimate wrestling games, like the licensed, like the WE games of the time. So the wrestling is actually super legit, but it's very over the top. Like all these characters do these, crazy moves, but it has some real like strategy and depth to it. And again, show them who their daddy be.
I mean, if that's a tagline on the back of your box, that says it all.
I would play this game right now, today.
You can. You have all the stuff here to do that.
This is super good.
Let's do it.
Super, super good.
But this game.
Oh, this one, yes. This is available on other platforms, to be fair.
But
X-Men Legends original. This is maybe one of the best just memories I have of playing a game on the GameCube.
Me too.
Multiplayer X-Men Legends.
Yes.
This is kind of what evolved into the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, which are still going.
Yeah.
But there's something about this one.
It just hits.
Where they got kind of, the core essence of the X-Men. It's a really tight group of the most popular characters, and just the gameplay is just super good.
It's super solid.
Right.
I feel like just looking back over this collection, I do have a lot of fond memories playing multiplayer games specifically on the GameCube.
We got 4 controller inputs right there.
I know. I think that's what it is that GameCube was so much fun to play with your friends, and that's why I have so many of these core memories. And that game for sure is one of them.
Here's the one sealed game that I have.
Ribbit King.
I think this also came out on the PS2, Ribbit King. I have played this game, so I think the reason I have this one sealed is I was going through some when I worked at Namco. I found this in some drawer and somebody was like, hey, why don't you take that? We're going to get rid of that. And I said, yeah, please, I will.
You really took a lot of stuff from people.
I was given a lot of stuff, unlike you, who takes it. This is kind of a fun, lighthearted riff on like a golf kind of game.
Okay.
Bonus disc, Ribbit King Plus.
Let's open it.
Unlockable movie clips. No. We won't be doing that. But Ribbit King is very cool.
Nice.
Another cult classic. Again, available. This generation was so interesting because you had a lot of games that came out on all 3 systems.
Right.
And kind of the fun, if you had all the systems, part of the fun was like,
which one am I going to get?
What are the differences?
Yeah,
because sometimes they were a little bit different, or what do I think the controller-wise I'm going to vibe with more?
Right.
Simpsons game just felt right to play it on the GameCube.
Right.
This is Hit and Run. This is the one that is modeled after Grand Theft Auto.
So amazing.
And lets you kind of freely go around Springfield. Like, it's cool to just be like, I'm going to go look at these landmarks that I've seen in this show.
Just like what you would do in Grand Theft Auto.
Right. But this is like a legit good game as well.
Yeah.
Like, this could have been pure trash, but it's great. there's kind of like a growing push to like re-release this game. Hopefully they can figure out the licensing.
I was gonna say probably licensing is the main thing that
I would play this again.
I'd play it again, yeah.
You may have forgotten that there was another Simpsons game. This is like peak Simpsons time too.
Well, it was
that
the
like
90s.
2000,
early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
Simpsons Road Rage. This is more, if I remember, a little bit more based on something like a Crazy Taxi, where it's not quite as open as Hit and Run, but I don't remember this one quite as well. Glad I have it, but if I had to pick a Simpsons game, it would probably be Hit and Run.
Right, it's either that or the arcade game.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Hello Kitty!
Maybe you're wondering why I have Hello Kitty Roller Rescue.
So cute.
Or maybe you didn't even know this game existed. I used to work at Namco. This was a Namco game. I worked on this game, so I got a copy. Can't say I played it a ton, but it is...
Choose your outfit, accessorize.
It is very cute.
Look at how cute.
That's what I'll say about that. It is...
And Melody, cute. Very cute.
Very cute.
Oh, more. More of this.
We have Harvest Moon Magical Melody. I should have grouped those two together.
So cute.
We got multiple Harvest Moon games.
It is magical
on the
and
GameCube.
it is wonderful.
Now I'm getting confused about what the differences are, so maybe we'll just move on to the next game. But this is a different game.
But the
Magical
cow, though.
Melody.
The cow is on
Correct.
both. Oh.
The Sims. I mean, The Sims was hot stuff back then.
But on GameCube,
And
not the...
No.
Well...
It was a big deal when The Sims crossed over to consoles.
Sure, I agree with that.
That was a big deal. This is the original Sims. This is not one of the. This is not the herbs, okay?
Oh.
This is not that. So I just kind of had to find. I had to find out like what is it like to play, such a PC-oriented game on a console. So I picked this up. I'm not a big Sims guy, but it was interesting to try it out. They did change a couple things to make it work a little bit more on a console. So it's an interesting
weird for me on a console.
Kind of a little time capsule-y thing. And our last, before we get into some of these loose games, Ultimate Spider-Man. So again, talking about these, these multi-platform games were available. This was available on everything. This one has this kind of really cool cel-shaded graphics. That's kind of what caught my eye.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of Spider-Man games at this time. But this one's cool.
The back of the box reminds me of the latest Spider-Man game.
I mean, it's been a lot of the same characters, a lot of the same, like you're swinging through New York kind of stuff.
I don't mind it though. That's what you're there for.
Exactly.
That's what you're here for.
Okay, loose games. We've got a handful of loose games, and the last one, I'm telling you, it's gonna shock you.
Ooh.
Our first one, and I picked up all of these when we were working at Nintendo. We had this thing called the garage sale.
The garage sale.
Where they would just put out anything and everything that they wanted to offload, and you could pick stuff up really cheap.
Right, like $1, $2.
I would always keep my cases, but these were just loose games, and I think I got each of these for like $5 a piece.
Yeah.
We have Super Monkey Ball 2. Great compliment to Super Monkey Ball 1.
There you go.
More great mini games on that.
More eyes.
I don't know what caught my eye about Tarzan Untamed. I think I just thought, oh, a GameCube game. I should buy that.
I love Tarzan.
You like Tarzan?
I do.
All right, you can play that.
Okay.
I really don't know what attracted me to Robots based on the hit movie. This is a Robin Williams? I feel like Robin Williams might have been in this. It was an animated movie. I don't know. Dead to Rights is a fun. You don't know. This is like a Max Payne style shooter where you're slowing down time. You have a dog helping you.
Okay, I like that.
You can send your dog off to do your dirty bidding.
Is the dog okay? Does the dog die?
The dog is great.
Doesn't die.
The dog is wrecking shop.
Okay, good.
It. Yes.
The dog is
the dog
alive
is
and well.
Yes. And finally.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Stunner. The stunning thing that I found at the Nintendo garage sale.
$2, you guys.
Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Some people in our community have said that even this game is worth like over $200. You'd think maybe somebody could go through of like, hey, maybe this doesn't belong in the garage sale for $1. They just needed to get this out of there.
That's crazy.
So,
what a gem.
Maybe one day I can track down proper packaging for this, but I've got it nice and safe in this case until then. And this is a very in-demand game.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Let's play it.
One day. Hardware-wise, actually, I want to list off, because so again, we were not working at Nintendo when the GameCube came out.
Right.
And I was pretty active in cycling games in and out of my collection. I want to just list off some games that I got rid of.
Oh no.
That would have been great additions to this list.
I have a game too that I want to talk about.
Great, but I don't have any more. Eternal Darkness.
Oof.
I don't love it as much as some people, so I played it.
But it's a collector's edition now.
I played it, finished it, and got rid of it. Oops.
Okay.
The first Pikmin game.
Who cares?
Okay. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, that was a big deal at the launch. Really great graphics. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes.
Oh.
I like the original. I was like, I'll stick with the original Metal Gear Solid. I don't need to hold on to this. So off it goes. Battalion Wars, this kind of interesting riff on Advance Wars, which was a bit more kind of action-oriented.
Yep.
Liked it, didn't love it, goodbye. And then finally, F-Zero GX. Little did we know that would be the last we would see or hear of F-Zero.
Well, we have F-Zero 99.
For decades, for quite some time. What is your big game?
My big game is Shrek.
Shrek.
Shrek. I love Shrek.
You don't have it anymore?
I don't have it anymore. I tried to look for it actually for this video, but I don't have it anymore.
Oh no.
We need to actually, like for reals, we should stream that game.
Well, you need to get it first.
And we need to get that game. I think it's very cheap to get. It's not that expensive.
All right.
But that is a game that a lot of multiplayer memories with the GameCube, and that's another one where I just have such fond memories playing that game, and it's seriously like a cult classic. It's so good.
Hardware-wise, I had the purple GameCube initially because it was all I could get. At some point, I switched over to the black, which, you know, as an edgy teen was much more fitting for me.
You're not a teen in the 2000s.
You got this one also from a garage sale with these helpful buttons.
I like how it has the helpful buttons.
Do you have something inside?
No.
What if Shrek was right in there?
Oh, that'd be so cool.
It's not. How do I turn this on? Oh, wait, check the power button, yes.
Yeah, I love the little handle. I actually did when I originally had the GameCube, it was the Mario Kart Double Dash bundle. But yes, I repurchased this at a garage sale.
I forgot to bring it, so we'll put a little clip here. The Donkey Bongo controllers. I picked that up at a garage sale for a song. Real cheap. Sealed. I'm going to be keeping it sealed. I don't love those games, so I'm going to keep it that way.
All right.
Controller-wise, we have a really nice
we have a good assortment
combination.
Here.
Headlined by
Spice.
The Spice controller, the greatest color
of all time
for a controller or console that has ever will be. But I like this. We got 4 inputs, and we have 4
different color controllers.
What color would you be reaching for?
Obviously.
Spice.
Or purple. I like purple.
I think the black one was my go-to because I was like, this is too nice for me to put my dirty mitts on.
Well, that one's like it's not like gonna get it's not white.
I also have a Wavebird, which is on my Wii, which, that was kind of the first wireless controller and still is like, as far as functionality, like super good.
Super good.
And then I brought this, I don't know if there's any interest, like people love sealed games. Yeah. Having a sealed
controller,
not even in a box, but
it's just like packaged.
You can see
this is
plastic. All the barcodes and kit controller assembly. Okay.
This is from another garage sale.
You can see because it's got the price right there on it, $2.
$2.
But this is one of these platinum controllers that you can see here. So there you have it.
Still feels good to click these buttons.
It's a nice controller. So that's a collection.
Oh my gosh, what a trip down memory lane. Just reminds me how fun multiplayer games on the GameCube were to play. All right, well, let us know if you have a favorite GameCube game in the comments. We have more of our video game collection to share. What is next? Only time
One box
can
goes
tell.
out, another box comes in.
Yes. If you have, like a lot of you are just saying like, show us all of it. We love these videos. So
we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. But yeah, we'll be back with another collection video very soon, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.